It's haying time. My sister Rebecca got this mother-in-law's houseplant for me for a housewarming gift last year, and I thought I had killed it. But look, little baby is growing. Can't hardly wait for the tomatoes to start ripening. You can see them down in there. And we've had so much rain here lately that I've got little mushrooms coming up everywhere. And you can see the watermelons are growing. And the corn has got ears on it, tasseling. It looks like the wind took one of them, bent it. And my zinnias are gorgeous this year. I've got 2 that are red. The rest of them are all pink. And my radishes, I let them go and they went to seed too. So here's their tiny little flowers. It looks like my squash are just not doing good. Oh, wow. Got 2 squash that are ready to pick, so I guess they're doing better than I thought. Yeah, my yellow ones didn't do too good though. Ooh, 2 bigger ones over here on this side. Let's see them hiding. And my beans are blooming. They're doing good. Sunflowers are making the seeds. They're done. Cucumbers are loaded with blooms. I've gotten a couple of cucumbers off of it. We had them for potluck yesterday at church. My straight neck squash is coming on. And it smells tangy right here with all the marigolds. The mustard has gone to seed. Note to self, zinnias didn't work very well in the washing machine. I'm not sure exactly what kind of flour would work, but zinnias are not it. watermelon. After so much rain, the garden is changing and changing so much. I keep finding these beetles. I don't know what kind they are, but I do not like them because they've been eating the flowers. Look how beautiful. Beautiful. These zinnias are blooming. Walter's licking the back of my legs. I picked some of the radishes, but they are about ready to be picked again, it looks like. My poor little old squash plants, I don't know exactly what to do. I put kitty litter on them with that natural clay because my brother-in-law said that would help, and I think it did, but then we've had so much rain that I need to put more on there, but it keeps raining, and I think the beetles have got on there. Ooh, got a good one on there, so they're struggling. Then I got my corn is greening up, as you can tell. I'm happy about that. It was so yellow. My squash plants are got a little baby squash on them. Yay! Tomatoes, I have a tomato. I can see them. Man, I need to stake those big time. My pepper plants are leaning because of all the wind we've had. I never did come out here and thin those carrots. So boy howdy, they are thicker. Hey! I got little baby bell peppers. Yay! Happy about that. Those are the yellow ones. And the mustard's coming back out and looking good. I need to pick some of that. And these are the hot peppers, the yellow banana peppers. My peas are doing okay. They like the rain. They like it when it's cooler. They don't like the heat. That's another pepper plant. The onions, they really needed to be thinned out. I just couldn't do it. There were not very many of them. Tomatoes. And the cowpeas. Oh my goodness, cowpeas have grown a bunch. And the cucumbers are taking over the world over here. Aren't they, Walter? Yep, they're taking over. And I see all kinds of blooms, but I don't see any little cukes yet. And the beans are growing. Oh my word, look at this. Look at the watermelon. I got more squash. Look at what it does. Oh, I see another bug. Ugh, those beetles. I can't stand them. Man, oh man, look at that watermelon. It's everywhere. It's climbing into the sunflowers. Hey, little sunflower. So they're doing good. I did have one little, yeah, he's still on there. One little squash I've been watching. And the basil's starting to kind of bloom out, getting bigger. My oregano needs to be weeded. But so far, with all the rain, it's looking pretty good. Look at my little squashes blooming already. That's amazing. And I've harvested some of the radishes already. That would be Walter. He sees the cows. The zinnias. The corn's growing beautiful. I was coming to check to see if any of the beans had come up yet. Doesn't appear. The watermelon's growing though. And the beautiful sunflower. Love it. When James and Ben were little, Mike had them get me 2 pink knockout rose bushes, and we planted them where we live there in Fairfax. And so that is one of the things that I miss the most about living there at Fairfax. I didn't really want to leave those roses behind, but I will. So for my birthday, James and Avery got me a rose bush to plant here at the farm. So here's the rose bush, which I will affectionately call Isaac, even though it's probably a girl. It's all right. And it's planted at the front entrance to our property. So I was going to plant it in the far corner, but this was just a little bit easier, and it might do better in the full sun anyway, so we'll find out. Walter. but I still can tell that I have a little bit of it left. And it went from my head to my chest and back up to my head, so I don't know what's going on. If it's some kind of virus or if it's allergies of some sort, I'm not sure. But I'm going to take you on a little garden tour because the garden sure has changed a lot. Okay, what I'm doing is some fancy stitching along the applique on the Starry Night quilt, and so since it's Starry Night, I thought it would be a good idea to do little stars around the outside edge. Takes a little bit longer, but it should look pretty good. Just like that. Okay, so I'm doing the star stitching around the applique. And the name of the quilt is Starry Night, so I chose the stars, which takes longer, but I'm hoping it will match. I'm doing this quilt for my great nephew, little Charlie. I'm really thankful for Miss Sue for teaching me how to applique, because I would not know how to do any of this if it had not been for her. And Charlie's Grammy gave me the quilt kit, so I guess it's a community effort. Next, I'm going to be sewing all of the rows together. Look how pretty the pattern is on the back. Kind of like it. Okay, so now that I have the quilt top put together, I'm going to add the backing, which is the stars. I thought the starry background would look really good with Starry Night. And I'm going to sandwich it together with some batting in the middle and get it pinned together. And just like that, Charlie's little lap blanket is pretty much finished, except for a little area on the back. So there's the back side, which I think looks so pretty. And I had a little space over on this side that it didn't quite meet up. So I've got this that I'm gonna hand sew over the top of it, and hopefully you won't be able to see too much of that. But there it is. We had 1.1 of rain yesterday on Saturday, and now this is coming at us on Sunday. So, and really, I didn't even think we were supposed to have any rain this week, but we've had rain just about every day. So, here we go again. Flash flooding in June. And you can see where Mike has put the grass seed, and it's not needing to be watered today. And it's starting to show a little bit of flooding. And this what it looks like again. We're gonna move it right over there, close to where Mike is at. What do you think, Isaac? What are you thinking? He's trying to figure out what is Memo looking at. Oh, that's moving it. It's moving it. It's gonna be so much nicer to have the shed up here, close to the house. Now we can get all the things off the back porch and all the things out of the mudroom and put them in the shed instead of having them under the foot all the time. Make it look a lot cleaner. And then hopefully start building the shop, which will be lovely.
Major Tom?
Today's the day we're going to move the shed. It won't be long and that shed won't be there anymore. Ooh, look at all the bugs. We're gonna be moving it up closer to the shop. This is what my grandmother would call poke for poke salad, but don't eat the berries. These are going to be very prevalent next year. I like the pink flowers, but I do not like the thistles. Every night we take Walter for a ride, so Mike's going out to look at the cows. I'm sure Walter is excited about this. Let's see, Walter. Where's Walter? Is he ducking? Yep, he's barking. New mama with her baby. Having fun keeping up with it. It's like he has some kind of language with them. Good boy. They're not bothering anything. You don't have to chase them. It's okay. You're a good boy. is always moving. Took him to the creek today. Went to the mailbox. I thought he'd like to stop at the creek. And he ran up and down the creek. I've never really seen a dog do that before. Usually they go in and lay down, but nope. Not our Walter. Saying bye-bye to the old smoker and hello to the new one. This is the Traeger griddle. I am really hoping that this one works out well. It's supposed to cook about 24 hamburgers at one time. So we're gonna try it out for the 4th of July with the family. So kind of looking forward to that. All seasoned and ready to go. See how shiny it is. He's telling them not to get too close. And I just shampooed him, so he's trying to rub that off. Because if a baby calf starts running, he thinks he must go chase it to the fence and upset the mamas. That's his way. Look at the babies. They're so cute. Really does make me happy to see them all back together again. They've been separated all spring. Oh boy, here goes. Gonna upset them again. Or not. They really do have their own special little language. Yesterday we saw a fox. We thought it was Walter, but we were like, no, I don't look like Walter. He's not as big. And sure enough, it was over there by the river. It saw us and it took off. Oh my goodness. And they've started their butting heads and trying to figure out who the leader is going to be. I'm kind of interested to see who the leader is. Aren't you, Walter? Who's the leader? Who is the leader going to be? The red one is usually the nanny, because she's really good at it. Her mama was too. And whoever the leader is the one who leads them to water and wherever they go anywhere. She's the one that is the top of the pecking order. So pretty. We got some hamburger today, some fresh hamburger, and I think we paid $2 more than what we normally do. Of course, we were told, you know, it's going to go up, and we understand. But then we were told it may go up as high as $10 a pound instead of $7. So, tell you what, that's like walking gold nuggets out there in the pasture. Look at the one with the white sock. That's sweet. He's so cute. Oh, here we go. What's he gonna do? Uh-oh, Red's caught him. Caught his eye. She does not play. Look at that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's going out there to meet Mike. And I wish I had my shoes on. I'd go open the gate for him. But I don't. Mike is busy working on the road. Sure looks different without that white shed up there. I kind of like it though. And just like that, the herd is all back together where they belong. God's promise.
Continues to unfold between portions of Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Arkansas, and Missouri. We've got a new tornado warning for Fayette and Wayne counties.
The one behind us, one I'm more concerned about. If you wait in here, tracking in the same location.
There has given us firsthand view of the significant tornado watch storm that's coming together here. Yeah.
50-mile-an-hour wind gusts
Yes, this is pretty crazy.
and hail. Looks like the cows are heading back toward, or trying to head back toward the meadow.